Dear Mother and Father, I hope this letter finds you both well, as I miss you both dearly. I am currently writing from the city of Railhead with grave news. As you have both found out, the Saraban Peace Conference has failed, and King Benitram has been accused of kidnapping Emperor Domeric of Estonia. Do not believe their lies, as my squadron has witnessed the truth of the matter before we left Saraban. A member of the Bolzom sect has impersonated his grace to instigate the current hostilities, and now we are doing everything in our power to get back to the capital, while also trying to pick up the trail of these masked madmen. We will be departing Railhead soon on the morrow, and once I'm back in the capital, I will write again. Until then, stay safe. Your loving son, Jason. Welcome back to Shining Force 3, the Soldier of Espenia. And, like many, I know it's been a while since I've actually touched through this. But with what I put in on Unicorn Overlord and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, I have been heavily neglecting both of my Let's Plays here. That changes today, because while I'm currently on break and recording new footage for Unicorn Overlord, I've had the entirety of Chapter 2 recorded out here for some time. So the plan for this day is to just play, the next 5 weeks, is to just play through all 5 maps, and hopefully get Chapter 3 started, because that's when the game really starts kicking it in for harder than you go. But as we see Grace go into the headquarters, let's see what the Force is up to. What took you so long, Grace? I was trying to confirm the arrival time of the transmission, but then it arrived. Also, sorry about the marker being gone there. When I just let it record, I let it record. I see. But did you see the locomotive? Darn, that's why I told you, Grace, I wanted to go with you too. That thing actually moves. I saw it in my eyes. Since we can't find Proton's army, we must find our way back to the Republic. Indeed, Your Grace. Speaking of the Proton army, do we know where they are now? They were ambushed by Imperial General Garzel's army. So right now I think they can't fast. General Garzel, a good leader. General Proton must have his like. The strategy of the Empire is impeccable. It's like they know who we are. It seems we have some time before the departure. Why don't you take a look around, Jason? Okay. Oh, you too, Lord Jason? Only you and Grace get to see the community. Very well, Mascarin. You can go as well. And boop. Here's a quick look pick of where we are right now. As you can see, I still have both, pretty much everyone but O'Brien as my partner, but Mascarin is currently as a friend. As now, basically she's now in the second tier of the support bonuses. It's another little thing they kind of pulled from Genealogy of the Holy War, but at this point everyone was pulling from the OG on how to make these games a bit more fleshed out. For those who may not remember, Shining Force does not have permadeath added to the game, but it very much adds to. But with the support system added here, it adds genuine consequences when you battle. Because the highest support rank, Soulmate, is only unlocked if you manage to keep 2 units alive at all costs, and don't lose them due to freak accidents and the like. For once that unit falls, they lose the ability to get to the Soulmate ever again, and they're demoted down a rank in terms of support bonuses. It sucks, but it also very much keeps the game set up where you're going to do one thing. You are going to scum save. You either play the game better, or you will scum save time and time again. So keep that in mind as you go through on your own time. As for equipping the life ring, that is very much something you're gonna need, because what it does is that every turn it will recover 2 HP, giving Jason a bit of a hardiness that he wouldn't otherwise have until he promotes. But with this extra weapons and health added, we're in a position just in case we need to fight. Because they didn't expect to run into those bandits, but there they showed up anyway. Wake up. Sorry folks, it's Thursday morning, and I was only up about an hour ago. And I don't really drink coffee. Don't mind if I take this. As for what the Happy Cookie does, it increases luck. Sometimes by 1, sometimes by 2. As to who I'm going to give it to, give it to O'Brien. Because luck might be the difference between getting catching a guard, a counter, or landing a crit. And sometimes that's all you need to get. Yeah. Okay, you. I like the flavor text in this game. We saw him earlier in chapter 1, and he somewhat seems like he has a good head on his shoulder, but he's also looking for an excuse to fight. Indeed we can. Yes, so let's get back to HQ. Guys, we have trouble! What's happened, Lord Jason? The Imperial border guards are appeared at the train station, and they're getting ready to catch us. In the station, border guards, we won't be able to get on the train easily. Blast! Now we'll have to abort our plan, get to the Republic by train. I just remembered something. Something I heard very interesting while I was in town. Grace, you sure you want to share that with us sooner rather than later? We are running on a timetable here. A railroad worker said that sometimes people hide in the garbage. That's a good idea, my liege. If we do that, we won't be found by the border guards. Sneaking inside the cargo. It seems to be our best bet, Your Grace. It's not perfect, but considering our situation, it might be worth a try. Let's go to the cargo hold. Lead the way, Lord Jason. We'll be right behind you. Oh, Bright, do you have anything to ask?
I'm still worried about General Pronoun.
I was just acting like a big shot earlier, but I've never been on a train in Earth, and I'm beginning to get worried. Let's make sure we can get on it no matter what. No matter what happens, just riding on the train with memory we'll keep for the rest of our lives. Those blasted Imperial armies, how far do they plan to chase us? Before I head out, I'm actually depositing some items we no longer need. This includes the old map, some of these antidote herbs, because there isn't going to be any enemies that do poison until we get to the end of the chapter. And I'll be stocking up on medical herbs as need be throughout the chapter. So, we can head straight on to, but before we do, on to the item shop. And Lord knows Jason's gonna need it the most, because even with the life ring, we still getting struck down because the game is set programmed to attack the weakest unit in your party. Sometimes that's you, other times it's your healers. But one thing you also should do as much as possible is keep one item slot open. That way, when you discover something on battle or an enemy drops, we'll have something. We'll be able to pick it up. Okay, we're ready. Okay, I think it's either this. There we go. The piece of mithril I just picked up can be used to forge legendary weapons towards the end of the game. So holding on to as much of them as possible is good. Alright, we're here.
I heard the trains from Railhead can carry fabulous items, but I never imagined it would be good as this. And look over there! It's like a mountain of treasure! How about over there? Did you find any treasure? Hold your horses. I'm about to open it. There it is. I got it open. Hold on a second. I'll have it out in the flesh. What are you? Why are you hiding in a box? Well, what do we have here? A girl, and a pretty one at that.
Name Irene. Empire varies clearly. I go Republic, see?
There's a Lord land. How about you come with us for a while?
Touch me and hurt you a bee.
Hiya! Girl hiding in a box, and a fighter at that. The boy's over there, so you go over and help her out. If she's going to be in trouble, if she's seen us in the crime scene, go ahead and finish her off. Wait, who the hell? Who are you? Chief, there's more witnesses here at the ignitions. All of you, these chumps are slowing our brothers. Eliminate them all so we can go back to business, and not stealing the treasure. We're thieves!
It seems these bandits have detected us, so we'll have to fight our way through the same. Don't prolong the fight, or just help that poor girl, because we don't need the guards coming to find us here. So, here's our sync point for this battle. Irene is going to be moving down all across the map while fighting off enemies as best we could. If we can get at least 2 of our units over to that side of the gus, we can cut her off and recruit her properly. Failure means her death. And we definitely do want to get her because she's our second healer this game is going to offer, along with the first of 4 recruitable characters. But she is the only one we can actually lose if we don't do this right. And while she may be a bit tanky, we're only running on self-view. So, I'm actually going to put Denteris and Obright to run through the bottom section here. Because the key to doing this battle right is to make it through that area without setting off the enemy. You'll see when we get to the turn where we move into position. Just a couple levels off before we get Spark. And then I'm really gonna start lighting people up. Alright, my go. You see? Already dropped another antidote herb. And Hayward's in position to follow up. And get that weapon triangle bonus. Okay, here's where it goes. In order to use it simply, we need to take out this barrel that's off screen, that's just a space away. Because if you don't do that and ends in on the space next to it, it'll alert the enemy nearby and basically block us off for a turn we cannot afford to lose. Also, if you're asking why I haven't bought this off, I actually did some grinding. Did a couple runs where I grinded off screen. The cutoff point about that is that in order for for Irene's recruitment to stick, you have to finish the battle as well. Here's where it gets difficult. Both the Skavens, and Birdmans are just gonna keep jumping her until they find another target. Okay, fine. Get into position. Same with Obright. Okay. They are now in position, but they're going to probably take a lot of lumps as we go. As for the right side of this battle, I want to lure at least the mage and the sniper into position where they'll attack me rather than go straight for Irene the moment she moves away. Okay. Come on, baby. Take the bait. Gotcha. Yeah, he'll still pop in on them every and as they go, but for the most part, we don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay, he's starting to move into position. Honestly, this game hits a little harder on Irene and on Albright, so downing hit first is very much needed. Irene, why did you touch the bird, man? Okay, I retract my previous statement. Okay, we need to heal the moment we get his turn, though. There'll be enough to kind of take enough, so me moving Jason over here makes things a little bit easier on that end. And will help on crowd control. No. Yes. So what I'm hoping to do is that the sniper will get into position, then the other one in the Skaven will also move. That goblin or Skaven would hopefully move in front and go after her, but what you got? Fortunately, neither one of them can get a crit at this point. But we also get to use our first spell. As you saw earlier in Chapter 2, one of the masked monks had Tornado. That's because he had the spell unlocked, not because of the Ankh he used. Okay, here we go. Alright, another one down. And we just got a nice little boost there. Right, kind of baby stepping towards us. Yeah, let's just get Irene there. Because once she's on, she's safe until... well, safe, and we can control her down from there. And now 6 becomes 7. And no, I'm not here to make the joke. That's stupid. Weird zoomer humor. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Okay, this is risky because while yes, I'm getting a crit, if that sniper is going to target Hayward, so depending on who gets there faster is the difference between whether he dies or I survive. Okay. Alright. Oh crap, that's not good. Alright. Irene, please be able to get over to Daltaris first. And heal. Low risk, but still, I can tank another good hit with Albright. Taurus cannot. Go over to the mage. Oh, thank you for lining yourselves up like this. Who's ready to feel the heat? Poop. This one, no tornado. I think I might be able to survive. Both me and Tartarus, not Tartarus, just Hayward should be able to survive this. And now, Mascarin and Dontaris are now at A rank. And that's going to be a good thing to hang on to as much as possible. 1, 2. Can't have another incident like that. And so let's spread out and go from there. We gotta level up, and we got a bit of our health back. Wonk. Alright, that just leaves the sniper to hit. Sniper, and I think that. And probably the other rat man behind us. And we got another boost. I actually kept Hayward, Albright, and Grace together as their own little squad, in the hope that they'll pretty much cover each other's weaknesses and pile on their strengths. Oh, and we got our first special attack. Yeah, right now, we better buck it. Your Grace, I think our original plan is done. But we'll figure out what to do next time. Until then, folks. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here, and I'll see you next time.